So let's do the unheard of, shall we? And give you the FQ3C core formula right now. FQ3C stands for FQCCC. The core formula is F plus Q plus C1 plus C2 plus C3 multiplied by 2 equals the probability of your success. Simple, right? The first letter, F, stands for frequency, also known as count. Now, frequency isn't brought into this book like many other books of today. It isn't a wavelength, although that is where the definition comes from. It isn't some sort of mystical manifestation. It is referencing the quantity within a given parameter. You can use frequency for anything because frequency's nature is to move, bend, and adapt while having a definitive parameter. The most commonly used parameter for you in your life will most likely be time. You will find that most often when you try to measure yourself, you will base it off of time limits, hourly wages, and expectations surrounding use of time. Some other examples are miles per hour, push ups per minute, shots per day, cost per month, holidays per year, sales per season, etc., etc., etc. As you can see, you utilize frequency all the time without even realizing it. You probably allow this variable to control your life, and you are most likely comfortable with it. In an emergency, this is probably your favorite variable to address to regain control. In a non emergency situation, this is most likely your favorite variable to ignore, as you may believe that you have all the time in the world, leading to procrastination or laziness. Free has a lot more depth than you may realize, which is why when you decide to engage with frequency with full focused attention and deliberate action, you will have a great increase of output, lending you access to attain whatever success you wish to have. The second letter, Q, stands for quality, also known as caliber. From a macro perspective, quality has a lot of personal understanding, but a lot of impersonal misunderstanding. When I say the phrase, do you wish to improve your quality of life? You have a subconscious measurement of what that means for you. What most likely rings true for you is you believe that your idea of quality is relatively similar to everyone else's. So you ignore the nature of quality as a standalone variable. This means you may only consider your own values and not others, leading to bias and prejudice without understanding other people's definition of quality for them first. This isn't saying that you are evil or saying that you are intentionally trying to do this. In fact, this is common. Even with the best intentions, you still probably misunderstood and misrepresented others around you. Rarely are there people who can understand others fully. If this is true, then this means that most of the world isn't walking around considering your definition of quality either. So, how can we define quality? Quality is that which is defined as good by the perceiver. This definition helps to realize why it is easy for you to describe quality in your life, because it is defined by you. It is harder to define it in others' lives because it is defined by them.